Alright guys, I'm back at it with this review of how to set up this new drift element wheels by DS Racing. I'm sure by the time you're watching this video, you've already seen some of the tutorials done by others on YouTube channel or on social media. But I'm just gonna go ahead with my version since I just got my hands on this new awesome rims in today. So right in front of me I got a couple of sets. I got those white rims with the silver rivet, the black rims in silver rivet, and the black rims with the gold rivet bling bling. So I've set it up. I've set this particular one in 6 mm offset. It's actually easy construction. It may be a bit complicated at first, but it's fairly easy once you get used to it. Just bear in mind that you have a choice between offsets of 4 mm to 12 mm. We have the intervals of 2 mm. So pretty much with this set of rim, you can choose to have between 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12 mm offset. So why should you get a lot of rims when you can actually just use this one and keep on changing the offsets when you need them? But anywho, enough of my talking, and let's get into the building. Alright, so for this tutorial I'll be using these white rims as a reference because I will be marking the inner ring of the rims. There are some grooves inside the inner rings, so so that you can set up your preferred offsets. It's not complicated at all. It will be a bit complicated at first, but once you get a hang of it, you're gonna get used to it, and it'll be fairly easy for you. So so what's inside the packet? You will be receiving, of course, the two rims. Pack of twos. By default, this rim comes in the offset of 4 mm. So again, like I said, subject to your preference, you can choose whether you want to have it between 4 mm to 12 mm offsets. So I'll show you in a bit how to do that. You'll be also receiving a piece of the instruction manual. What to do when, what not to do, I assume. Yep, so pretty much it's a four-piece construction. I will show you in a bit. And it does say here to you apply the CA glue before use. I have not thought of doing that just yet, but I'm pretty sure there's a reason why you need to apply the glue. I'll show you in a bit why. You're also gonna get a piece of drift element sticker depending on the colorway that you're gonna purchase. I think you're gonna get either the silver one or the gold sticker, and also you're gonna get the screws, the hex screws. These there's 12 pieces of this. So what do you need for this? Would be a 1.5 hex driver. The hex driver I'm using is from Mini Z, so this is gonna come in handy. Also, you might wanna use a marker to mark the offsets that you prefer inside the groove. So let's get into it. Alright, so I've pretty much cleared off things that are not required from the viewfinder, and let's get into this. Let's have a closer look at the rims. So it's a plastic material, like the instruction manual says. It's a 4-piece construction material, so you pretty much have a separation between the front and the rear end. You can see there 3/4 in the rim, there's a separation. The silver rivet ring sitting on the work kind of design rim and then you get the 5 number of screw holes that will put everything together. So let's take them apart. It's pretty much fit, but it should be fit. Right, let's talk about the rear end first. You can see the protrusion coming out from the rear end. It's a step-like protrusion. This is another form of locking mechanism. When you are putting them together, you have to put them within the grooves inside the inner ring, and the inner ring is actually plays an important role in this system, whereby you can choose your preferred offset values by choosing either one of the offsets, either one of the grooves. So I'll talk about that in a bit. Then you can take this portion apart as well just by pushing it down. Okay, so you have that separated from the front end ring. So, and this is how you lock the offset, or how you pretty much set your offset of your rims. So this protrusion, there's 5 of them, will have to sit in either one of these grooves. So let's say, and again, like I mentioned, this comes in 5 different offset levels. You got, sorry, okay, so you got first your 4 mm ones, you got your 6 mm ones, you got your 8, your 10, and of course your 12. And that portion protrudes out a bit, if you can actually see them. All right, so now for the purpose of this video, I will be setting this up to say 8 millimeters offset. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark where the 8 millimeter groove is. So 4, 6, 8. So this is exactly where I want my rim to sit on. So I got the red. I got it marked with red color. So, and I will be marking this groove with red as well. So just make sure that it insert into the groove. See, it's gonna match there. And oh yeah, one thing that I forgot to mention, it mentions in the instruction manual to apply CA glue before you use it. So what it's trying to say here is to apply CA glue between the rivet ring onto the design of the rims. So the reason why is because by default it's just gonna sit right on the ring of the rivet ring will sit onto the design of the rims, and when you install them onto the inner onto the main ring, this portion tend to get loose and fall off, especially when it goes sideways. So it's important for you to glue them together just to make sure you won't lose it. Okay, so before you put everything in together, put them apart and glue this portion together. Right, so these two, glue them together. Okay, so now let's set this up for 8. I did say 8, right? So 8 millimeter offset. So what you're gonna do is you insert that portion there. See, have a look at that. Let's mark this red as well, so it's easy to refer to it. All right. Okay, so see, you will kind of align them, red with red, and just push them in. Right, so I think it's in there. All right, next is to put the rear portion of the rim into the front end. So again, make sure that you align the protrusion with the groove. An easy reference is to see the holes, the screw holes, and make sure that they are aligned. So just like that. Okay, so what you're gonna do is just put those there, right? It's really confusing, like having to have a look at them from the viewfinder. All right, am I doing this correctly? Doesn't seem so. Okay, so that's how it's gonna look like. Wait, I'm doing something wrong. Yes. Okay. Alright. I just panicked there. So anyways, that's there. Now I can put this into the respective grooves, and voila. So it's not gonna be really there's still gonna be a bit of separation in between, but that is okay. That's how it's supposed to be. The next thing that you want to do is get the screws in and screw them into the holes. I'll be back in a bit. All right, here we go. So fast forward, I got all the screws screwed in. Here's the last one, and the most important thing to remember is that when you're screwing them in, make sure you don't over tight. You don't screw them too tightly. You will reach to the point of what I say a sweet spot. Can feel that it's hard enough to screw, and that should be it. Don't over tighten it. You might break the rims. All right, so there you are. That's all done. 8mm offset. Fairly easy, right? So that should be it. Yep. Yeah. So pretty much that covers the review of how to set this up, and make sure to get yourself some of these foam inserts from DS Racing. You can DM me if you want to get details of how you can get this, and put them on the rims before you actually put your tires. Yep, that's that for the time being, and hope you guys learned something out of this, and until the next time, peace out.